Hey there guys, my name is Cote, and I bet you thought that I forgot all about you. In fact, I haven't. I've just been super busy with school. I got dumped with about 8 assignments right at the very end, and they were all massive and worth tons of marks, so I've been doing those. Also, I've been playing Pokemon Online, gearing up for the Mischievous tournament. I'll talk about that at the end. I'll talk about a lot of crap at the end, actually. But first off, I just want to ask, do you guys like the longer videos where I'm doing double headers and they're like 20-25 minutes, or do you like the shorter videos, which are under 10 minutes? This is kind of an intermediate length battle. It's only a single battle right here, but it's quite a long one. It's against a guy named from the Xerxes Xat named Spiret1000, I think his name was. Anyways, I got my arrow lead and he's got a Mesprit, so I'm thinking right off the bat, okay, he's probably dual screens, or he'll set up Stealth Rock or something. Turns out he's Scarfed, which... I guess I got Mesprit and Uxie mixed up a bit, but Uxie's kind of like the intermediate, it can do both. So there goes the taunt, and my arrow's wrecked right off the bat. So I figure, since he's Scarfed, he'll probably stay in and go for another hit, since I didn't really do anything. So I go to Evire to get the Motor Drive boost, because this one doesn't have Fighting Spirit or whatever. He just has Motor Drive. This team was made before the RU split. I just needed, like, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to have a battle really quick so that I could get one up, because it's been like a week and I really miss doing this. Anyways, he switches to Audino on the Thunderbolt, and then I cross-drop it, and he Toxics me. This Evire doesn't have sub, so there's nothing I could really do about that. And he's just going to go for the Protect to Toxic Stall me, kind of. So right here, I'm predicting him to switch, but I'm not really sure what to, so I'm just going to go for the Stab Thunderbolt. Because I'm already in here, I've already got the speed boost, I don't really want to lose that right off the bat. And there goes my Thunderbolt. So I do slightly less than half to this Mesprit, so my options are stay in and hit it, and not kill it, and then probably get hit myself, or switch out to something and hope that I can take whatever he has. I was a little bit afraid of a fire move, but then again, he hadn't, he saw that I had 2 water types, so I guess he assumed I'd go to one of those and just went for stab. And in comes my Clink Clang. Clink Clang is going to shift gear, sorry, on the switch. And it's going to Gear Grind on this Flygon, which I'm not sure what kind of Flygon it was. It could have been Scarfed for all I know, but because of my +2 boost, I'm able to take it out, and my +1 attack boost definitely helped, and the Life Orb definitely helped. So in comes the Audino again. I'm going to see how much I can do to this thing. I'm not really sure if he's physical or special, and that looks like a mixed wall kind of thing to me. And I saw that he gained some health on his way out, so that tells me he's Regenerator. He goes for a Fire Blast, which really shocked me. But then again, it is an Audino, so what the hell is it going to do? Like, it'll hit a Sizer, maybe. I'm just going to go for Volt Switch. I kind of thought he'd Protect, and I could have went for another Shift Gear, but meh, I thought not. I'm just going to Volt Switch, because I figured he'd go to a Water type to kind of not get hit by my Steel attack, and it turns out to be the right play, because instead of doing nothing to this Empoleon, I do kind of a little bit. And now I'm going to go to Arrow, and here I'm faced with the option. Do I predict him to predict the Earthquake and go for Stealth Rock, or do I Earthquake predicting him to stay in? I went for the Earthquake. I went for the Stealth Rock over the Earthquake because I thought, well, he's still got that Mesprit hanging around. I'm pretty sure that thing's Levitate. I forget. I'm not even sure if he has a Flyer. I don't know. I just did not know, so I thought, well, I'm not going to be stupid. I'm just going to go for Stealth Rocks, and in the end, I found that that actually turned out to be the right move. Like, obviously, getting some damage on that Empoleon would have been huge, but not so much. Anyways, I missed a lot, so I went for T-Bolt with Electivire after my arrow died, and I managed to kill his Mesprit. And then he went into this Basculin, and he Waterfalls or something. And that's where we are. I actually brought the wrong Suicune. I'm supposed to be specially defensive. This one's physically defensive. This is from my Machinima team, but it doesn't turn out to be a big deal at all in the end. They both have the exact same moveset, I think. So he's going to withdraw his Audino and go into Shaman. I just went for a Calm Mind because I hadn't seen his whole team yet. I didn't write him down, I forget. I'm very absent-minded. And this is just a fun battle, so who cares? The Calm Mind probably was a waste of a turn because I'm not really sure what I can do to this thing. He goes for a Seed Flare. I'm assuming he's a wall variant because he has leftovers, and Seed Flare is a commonality between the wall and sweeper sets. So I'm not really sure what I want to do to kill this thing. Obviously Zam is my most powerful hitter on my team. This Shaman's probably faster than Evire, so I can't get in and hit it with a flamethrower. So I figure, well, Suicune's already in here. She's already got a +1 boost, so I'm just gonna whittle this thing down as much as I can. Switch into Zam, and then hopefully take it out with a Psychic, because I gotta start firing off hits on this guy or else I'm not gonna win. He's whittling me down with like these little hits, but I'm just pretty much not doing anything in return. I really wish I had EQ'd that Empoleon, but I'm also very glad I got Stealth Rocks up. So he's gonna finish me off with the last Sea Flare. That crit didn't matter. He went for a Psychic in between there, I guess predicting a switch into something. I'm not really sure what. So now Zam is in charge, and I'm not really sure what he wants to do, but the Psychic's gotta take it out, and it doesn't. It leaves it at just a little bit, but I do get the Spec D drop. So even though he Synthesis up, I'm very confident that after that drop I will be able to take it out. So I'm predicting to switch, but honestly I'm not too scared. Like, his only Steel type is Empoleon, and that's gonna still take a very hefty chunk from a Psychic. About a third. So I wasn't really too scared of that, plus I still have a bulky water type of my own that can take whatever he wants to deal out, so that's what I'm going to go into right now. I'm not really sure what he wants to try and do. He turns out he just wanted to surf, so nothing really big. And right here, he scared the pants off of me. He goes for a Substitute, and I'm like, oh crap. Like, I went for Toxic predicting the switch, obviously I know it's Steel. I thought he'd probably switch out either into Shaman or Audino. But he sets up a sub, and I'm like, oh shit, if he Agilities, he'll eventually be able to whittle my Melodic down, and then I'm screwed. Like, that's it. That's game over. If he sets up an Agility, he's faster than Zam. I have nobody else that can take a hit. But thank goodness he just went and set up Stealth Rocks. That tells me his entire moveset. Substitute, Stealth Rocks, Surf, and whatever else he's got. I'm assuming a secondary attacking move. I am fortunately as well able to take out his sub with 2 hits, so I guess it wouldn't have been too big of a deal. Like, I could have eventually whittled him down, but that would have presented a huge problem. So I've got no incentive to switch, so I'm just gonna go for Surfs. And right here, I think I make the play of the match right here. I've seen this thing use Toxic before, and I know that I cannot afford to let Melodic get Toxic. So I predict it, and I switch out into Electivire, and he goes for it, and that was awesome. Because now Evire's in here, it can deal some damage to that thing. Obviously it's going to protect, but damn, that was just key play right there. Because I got my Evire in for free. He's going to protect to try and whittle me down with Toxic. But that doesn't matter because I'm going to just hit him with a Cross Chop. I know that thing's not Natural Cure, so I figure if I can get that thing Toxic, I can easily take it out, even though it is Regenerator. And then, I don't know, I can probably take out the Empoleon with my Zam. After Stealth Rock damage, it might be low enough, I'm not sure. So I predict the Protect after the Wish, and I just go to Zam for free, which worked out awesome. I've just predicted him twice there. And now my choice is, do I go for Stab or Focus Blast? I decided eventually in the end to go for Focus Blast because I wasn't sure that I'd be able to take out the Empoleon in one hit. And plus, it's higher base power, but like then again, after Stab, Psychic's a better attack. Plus, it won't miss like that. That miss really pissed me off. Because now I'm going to hit the second one, which is awesome. But he's going to live with nothing. Like, there's nothing there, but it just manages to hang on by the skin of its teeth. That could have been min damage, and that just really sucks. Because he Synthesises up, and if he Synthesises again, or like I miss and he uses Synthesis, I'm not really sure how I'm going to take that thing out. He lives with a Sliver again, and I get lucky with another Spec D drops. That's 2 10% chances that I've gotten, which is pretty sweet. And that's going to force him to either switch or hope that I miss. He decides to stay in because there's nothing really to take the hit, because he's got 2 Fighting Weeks and a Basculin left, and I miss. So that now I'm not totally confident that another one will take it out, because like it is -1, but then again it has 2 extra turns of lefties. Fortunately for me, I am able to take it out, which is totally freaking sweet for me. So he brings in Basculin, and I'm deathly afraid of Aqua Jet. Obviously he wouldn't bring it in unless it had something to do, so I'm just going to go to Evire as Death Fodder just to make sure he does it, so I don't get wrecked with whatever I bring in. And he turns out he did go for it, which is awesome. So I'm going to go to Melodic, and I'm going to do a double switch here. I know he's going to go to Audino, So I'm going to switch into Alakazam. And that works out perfect because that's exactly what he does. And now my Zam can either Focus Blast or Psychic. I'm running low on Focus Blast though, so I'm gonna go for Psychic. But that means I won't be able to kill Empoleon if he brings it in one hit. The Empoleon's going to be able to live another Psychic. Even after Stealth Rocks, it'll be able to live, which kind of sucks, but meh. So he protects, as you just to see what move I choice myself into, and then he goes for Toxic, and I'm like, holy crap, that's a huge mistake by him because my Exam has Synchronized, and that means I get a free Toxic on that Audino, which means that in the end, if it comes down to Toxic stalling his Audino versus my Melodic, I will be able to eventually come out on top. He goes for another Protect there. I'm not really sure why, that just hurts him more. And he's going to switch out and get the Regenerator boost. I'm not really sure if Audino could learn, or could have Natural Cure. I don't really know the 5th gen metagame, so sue me. He switches out into Apollyon, and just as I suspect, he does manage to live. And right again, I'm afraid of Aqua Jets, because I just am. I can't risk him having Aqua Jet, because Zam's my best chance at killing everything. Even though it is almost dead, I know I'll be able to get one more powerful hit out of it if need be. So he just goes for Surf, though. So it turns out that I would have been fine anyway. I could have stayed in and then gotten 2 hits, but you know what? That's fine. So this Empoleon, it can't really do a whole lot to me unless it had Grass Knot as its 4th move. I'm not sure what its 4th move was, because I only saw Surf, Stealth Rock, and Sub. So I'm not really sure what his 4th move is. If it was Grass Knot, I could have been screwed. He goes for Double Edge with the Basculin, and I just went for Recover because I needed the extra hit points if I was going to take out the Audino and the Empoleon. And because I'm physically bulky with this Melodic instead of Specially, I managed to live that, and his recoil is almost going to take him out. He switches out, so now I know he is dead on entry. I guess he predicted me to rest or recover up, so he'd go into Audino and then switch back into Basculin for the extra 1/3 of health. It doesn't exactly work out for him because I just went for a Surf, trying to just hurry things up a little bit. He goes back into the Basculin and dies. So right here, things are looking pretty locked up for me. Unless his Empoleon has had Grass Knot the entire time and he's just been saving it for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure I've got this one in the bag. I'm going to be able to Surf this Audino. He just goes for Toxic on me, which is, I guess, the right play, but I guess he doesn't really have an attack outside of Flamethrower, which is so hot. I should have figured back when he killed my Kling Klang. Anyways, this one's wrapping up, and it looks like my Melodic's going to be able to take everything out, and that is good game Spirit. It definitely had me scared a ton of times, and that was a ton of fun. So, I just want to mention my tournament match for the Machinima tournament with Red Latios. I'm not going to be able to get the first round one up because we had a disconnect. My victory was imminent, I feel. I'm not really sure how he feels. He kind of conceded defeat. He was like, yeah, you would have won, but I'm not really sure how he feels internally. But whatever, I'm moving on to the second round. I guess I could upload it. I do have it live recorded, but it would be horrible to look at. So, Tony Flygon. I've always wanted to battle this guy, and now I get to. I have a legitimate reason to it, and damn, it feels good. Because I love his videos. Anyways, shout-out section right now. I want to shout out Like the Tubes because he's a stand-up guy. I like him a lot. And I also want to shout out that guy who recognized me on Pokemon Online. You know who you are, you sneaky bastard. He was like steel trapping and dragon sweeping, and he totally wrecked my tournament team. Made me feel really bad, so I switched it up a bit. I definitely could have predicted him better, but meh, it was a good battle. So now you know that was legit. That was me. Hello. I forget your name though, so no legitimate shout out. Anyways, right. What else was I gonna say? Tournament match, shoutouts, and right. This upload means that more consistent uploads are on the way. My schoolwork is all dealt with for the most part. I have like 2 exams still, but who cares? I've already graduated. But definitely this means a more steady stream of content for me, rather than like that week break was nice. I got my work done. I played some Pokemon Online, getting this team ready, and I just had a ball. So I want to thank you guys for. Oh, one more thing. Sorry about my lack of activity on my last videos. I was doing an experiment, and let me just say, you guys passed with flying colors. I'll definitely be more involved in my future videos. I was just trying to see how you guys would react to me not reacting to you reacting. Okay, so apart from that, more study uploads coming along, and I will see you all later.